Hey friend, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on today's review for you, a fresh maker, Ellison's Crescent Fresh. Crescent Fresh is a 6.2% IPA from Ellison Brewery and Spirits in East Lansing, Michigan. Right outside the state capital, Ellison Brewery and Spirits, or Ellison, as I'm going to call it from here on out, has been garnering a lot of buzz for their can releases. I was able to try their Tiramisu Coffee Stout at this year's Michigan Summer Beer Fest in Ypsilanti, and I was really impressed. IPAs are starting to win me back as a fan lately, and hopefully that continues with Ellison's Crescent Fresh. You can check out a playlist of the other IPAs that I reviewed by clicking up in the corner. That wasn't a good pop, but it's right up here. Believe me. Ellison's been pushing their can releases out the door just as quickly as they can get them ready, and it seems like they haven't made much of a presence here in southeastern Michigan where I'm located, but hopefully that's going to change real soon. I've heard a lot of great things about their beer, and when I saw this pop up at my local beer store, I ran out as soon as I could this morning to pick it up. I was hoping they weren't out of stock, and lucky me, they still had some. On their website, they claim that this beer is packed to the brim with hops to please even the pickiest of hopheads. Admittedly, I'm not a huge super piney IPA fan, but I'm going to open this one up with an open mind and I'm going to check it out. So the anticipation of finally trying this is killing me. I'm just going to open it and go for it. I got a glass over here, and let's crack the top on this guy. Oof. Always a satisfying pop, isn't it? So right out of the can, I'm getting a little tinges of hoppiness, some hops in there. That piney kind of hoppy smell. And let's pour it and we'll get a better smell once this is poured. Looks like a nice thick head on this guy. Whoa! Thought I was going to over-pour it. A little drop coming out of there. And this is a nice golden, orangey, almost a ambery color. If I kind of look directly at my light sources, I can see it's really nice and golden. Lots of a thick head, obviously. I don't think I poured it too aggressively. I think I was pretty smooth with my pour. Maybe not, but the head is nice, and almost all, a majority of these bubbles are super thin and kind of pillowy. The head looks great. The whole package looks great. Let's give it a smell without spilling more of this that I've already spilled enough of. Okay, getting a little bit of a piney scent. It's not overwhelming. I did kind of cheat, and I got a little bit of that foam when it was about to boil over there. Let's give it a taste. I'm not getting a huge smell out of it though. Just a real subtle, kind of a little bit of a malty smell to it, and a real subtle piney hoppiness to it. Wow, that's really unique, and not unique in a bad way, unique in a good way. Man, I'm getting like a malty kind of taste, but I'm also getting like a really sweet, citrusy taste. Let me get another drink. I can't really put my finger on what that is. It's weird. It's like a sweetness, but it's almost like a bready kind of sweetness. Not what I was expecting at all. Wow, this is impressive. Yeah, the can doesn't really say. It just says it says 6.25%. India Pale Ale. There's not a whole lot of detail on here. The address of the brewery. Wow. Let me get another taste of that. I just can't put my finger on what the taste is. I recognize it. I just can't. I'm not picking up exactly what it is. God, super refreshing. The hoppiness comes in at the end. It's not very bitter. There's a piney bitterness at the very end. It kind of has that aftertaste, but the sweetness that I can't put my finger on lingers throughout the entire kind of taste. I cannot figure out what that is. Wow. I'm truly stumped. I cannot figure out what that tastes. I'm like at a loss right now. It's, most IPAs, when you drink them, you get like everybody seems to do the grapefruit. You sometimes, New England ones, you get the you get the, like a pineapple-y, maybe a mango or a guava kind of taste to it. This is not what I was expecting at all, especially when I saw, Crescent Fresh India Pale Ale. Okay, I'm going to get just a typical IPA from Ellison, but I cannot put my finger on what that is. So it's a sweetness at first, and as it kind of subsides, it's kind of dry, it's crisp, but there's just this sweetness that I can't, like I said, I sound like a broken record, but it's puzzling, like it's killing me that I can't exactly place what that sweetness is, but it's good. I really like this. This is really, it's not, as some people would call it, chewy, like an IPA generally is. It's super mellow and sweet at the beginning. You get the hoppiness at the end. You kind of get that IPA bitter, piney kind of aftertaste to it. I'm totally stumped. I'm speechless. That, when I'm trying beer that doesn't necessarily happen to me, I seem like I'm always really wordy, but this is it's just something different. I've not experienced this kind of taste before in a beer, in an IPA especially. I'd almost venture and say it's almost kind of like, and I'm going to sound like an idiot, but it's almost kind of like a watermelon kind of mixed with the citrus taste to it. Wow, I just have to take another drink of this. I can't stop. I just can't figure out what it is. You're experiencing a first. I can't, I don't have the most refined palate of, for beer and whatnot, but I'm just stumped. Man, if you can tell me what that taste is, please put me out of my misery and tell me in the comments below. This is blowing my mind. I did not, like I said, I wasn't expecting this kind of taste out of this beer. When I've kind of, I kind of do research on this stuff. I looked it up. I went to their website. I looked it up, and I was just expecting, okay, they say it's loaded with hops. They used a blank ton, in their words, of hops, and I'm just thinking, like, this is going to be like I'm going to be eating on a pine cone on this, but it is hoppy, but it's not like crazy hoppy. It's not crazy bitter. It's not piney. Maybe it's the type of hops that the combination that they use. Excuse me, but I'm getting a little bit of an orange peel kind of taste at the back end, but I cannot put my finger on what that sweetness is. I don't know. I wish I could tell you more, but I can't. Like I said, if you know anything, leave me some comments below. I'm really dying to be able to tell what that taste is. Friends, my first foray into Ellison Brewery and spirits. I'm just totally blown away. This is why I do videos like this on the channel and reaction kind of videos, because I want to find beers like this, and I want to bring beers like this to you guys, and I think this is one that you guys need to seek out. This is insane. So anyways, have you been seeing Ellison's beers on the shelf lately at your local beer stores? If you have, do you have a favorite, and where they are? Let me know so I can go and make that part of my beer rounds. Regardless, leave me a comment below and give me some suggestions on what to seek out next. And while you're down there, why not like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already? You can also find links to my social media like my Instagram page and Facebook. You can also find a link to my blog at drafttherapy.com. Wow, as always, again, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for experiencing this with me. Thanks for watching this far. And remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries, and until next time, treat yourself to a little draft therapy. This is what it's all about. Thanks for watching. Cheers.